Okay, so here we are in my kitchen. I'm getting ready to make a couple of preparations to the meat so that I can put it in my dry age fridge out in the garage and start the dry aging process. So I thought I'd go over a couple of items. For one thing, you'll notice that over here I have some Himalayan pink salt, and in the earlier part of the video you saw that I do have a Himalayan salt block in the refrigerator already. But after thinking about it a bit, I decided that I wanted to add some in the bottom of my casserole anyway, just because this is the first time I'm doing it. I don't want to, take a chance on mucking anything up. So I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, because it was a last minute decision, I was at the mercy of my local Bed Bath & Beyond store. So this was 15 bucks. Fortunately, I had a 20% off coupon, but I'm sure this can be sourced a lot cheaper elsewhere. So when I do my annotation and description, I'll make sure I update the video with some information on where to find that less expensively. Looking at the meat here, I think I got a pretty good piece of meat, and I got this from a local butcher in the town of Los Gatos. Now, because I'm new to all of this, I'm not quite sure, if this is a 107, a 109, a 109A cut. So I would appreciate it if people might comment in the videos and maybe give us some more information. But what I can tell you is I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ribs. And I have inspected this all around. It looks like a really nice piece of meat. I see good marbling, and it seems to me like the fat cap, which is on the other side, has not been removed and reattached in any way. So I'm kind of thinking this is probably a 109, which would be a pretty good piece of meat. But here I'll kind of give you a side view. And again, because this is the first time that I'm doing this, I decided not to go all out. So this is USDA choice as opposed to USDA prime. And if all goes well, my next one will probably be a prime. So I'm going to put the camera down for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and flip this over so that we can take a look at the other side. All right, see you in a minute. Okay, so here we are, I'm back with you, and I decided to kind of move to the different side of the counter here. There's a little bit better lighting from this side, so I'll kind of show you the end of the meat here. And as I said, I can't see anywhere where the fat cap seems as though it's been removed and placed back down, so I really feel like this is probably a 109. And again, it has 7 ribs that I can count. So I'm thinking this is probably, again, the 109, which I believe includes ribs 6 through 12. That would be 7 ribs. Yeah, so I've got my casserole dish filled with Himalayan sea salt. I've got the roasting rack placed within it. And what I'm going to do here is I'm thinking about actually cutting off maybe 1 or 2 steaks because this is a little kind of getting to the limitations of the size of my refrigerator anyway. And so the idea is I'll cut off 1 or 2 steaks, I'll freeze those so that when I'm done with the dry aging process, I'll have a point of comparison, a little control group, if you will, and then we can do some taste testing. Yeah, it's looking nice. I can't wait. Okay, I thought I'd tell you guys a couple more things about this. So I've done it. I've cut off a big, I don't know, that's probably like a 4-inch steak right there. And I'm gonna save that, so I'm not gonna dry age that. And we'll use that, like I said, as a control group for a taste test between dry aging and one that hasn't been dry aged. Another thing I wanted to mention, so like I said, I sourced this this beef from a local butcher, and I paid $9.99 a pound for USDA choice, and this is almost exactly 20 pounds. This is another thing that leads me to believe this is likely 109, because my understanding is that a 109 should weigh somewhere between 20 and 25 pounds. All right, so that's about it. In the next video, we'll have this set up in the roasting rack and ready to place into our dry age fridge. Okay, so I thought I'd take a minute to just give you guys another look at this. So this is, again, USDA choice, and you know, that's not too bad. That's what the marbling looks like on this particular piece that I got. All right. Okay, here we are. Everything is pretty much ready to go into the fridge at this point. So let me just walk you around this. By the way, I thought I'd take a minute to give you a little bit of some personal information about me. So back in January of this year, 2015, I started a paleo diet. It's one of the best things that I've ever done. I would recommend anybody look into it and see if it's something that might be right for you. But anyway, in so doing, I became a lot more interested in meats, and that's why we're where we are today. Anyhow, back to this. As you can see, I've got my Himalayan sea salt lining the bottom of my casserole. I've got my beef sitting on my roasting rack, fat cap up, and I gotta tell you, that wasn't that easy to manipulate considering it's almost 20 pounds. But yeah, there you have it, and let's take this to the fridge and get started.